Let's have a look at the 2020 Tour de France and Richie Porte. This year hasn't been the usual lead up of races. We don't know how the Tour will be raced. Porte isn't getting any younger, so can he win the Tour de France this year? While being from Australia and a fellow Tasmanian, I'd like to say yes, but I really don't know if he can. I don't know if Trek has the depth on the road, and there is what can't be ignored. Porte is yet to fulfil the expectations by himself and set upon him by others of winning the Tour de France. I think that he's got all the natural gifts and he's got the work ethic. He's had crashes, he's had a bad day in the mountains. He hasn't had the team around him. And in 2020, he also has Vincenzo Nibali. Last year, Trek signed Nibali on a 2-year deal. This year is Porte's last year on his contract. So Porte said that he'll welcome Nibali into the Trek team, and it's not going to change his role as a Grand Tour contender. It may not change his role this year, where we may not get 3 Grand Tours, but in 2021, will Porte be staying with Trek? I previously have said Trek may be where Froome goes to, but if we look at Trek, Nibali and Mollema, then add Froome, does Trek have the budget to then have 3 Grand Tour riders? If this was normal times and we had 3 Grand Tours, you could say, well, Mollema will ride 1, Froome will ride 2, and Nibali will ride the Giro or the Vuelta. Well, you might then consider Porte being a super domestique for Froome. But if Porte doesn't stay with Trek, does he look for another contract, or does he say, you know what, I'm done. I've won Paris-Nice, Tour de France stages, Tour de Suisse, Tour Down Under. I have 2 kids now, a wife. He's got a really nice life in Monaco. I don't need to race again. Looking at the world right now, we won't be seeing any one rider being head and shoulders above everyone else. It'll be the team who has the most depth and the strongest riders that will win the Tour this year in the 3rd week. Not to mention, with no racing in the legs, there will be a question over, can riders survive 3 weeks of flat out racing? I think in the 3rd week we won't see the usual fireworks. In the 3rd week of the Tour, I think we'll see riders on their hands and knees, just trying to make it to Paris. But where will Porte be? I hope that he makes the podium for the Tour de France this year. It'd be a great way to end your career.